Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I thought that I would go back to old Minecraft Java versions again. I did this a little over 8 years ago when I was 12, so I thought I would go back to these older versions and kind of react to them as my 20-year-old self, I suppose. So we're going to create a new installation, and we're just going to call it Video, not Vifra, I don't know what that is, Video. And then we're just going to change the update. I'm going to scroll pretty far down. So I think I'm going to go ahead and play the first ever version, I suppose. So I understand the risk. I don't care. Let's go. All right. Only 530 something kilobytes. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Nope. I just press escape and it was gone. Let's see. It's loading still. And there we go. All right. Okay, I'm right back at it. So this is interesting. There's not much here. My frame rate, I don't think I can tell, can I? Nope. So left click is to place, right click is to break. Unlike the normal version we're kind of used to. Yeah, I'm breaking. And as weird as that, when you break the grass block, so I just dug a couple blocks down, right? So this is cobblestone, cobblestone, and then this is grass. Like, I didn't switch the blocks. I think that's funny. And then when you place it above, it's still cobblestone, which is actually really cool. But yeah, and then what my younger self did is that I went to the edge of the world and fell down. I'll get there any second now, I suppose. Unless it's infinite for some reason. I don't see an end. Maybe there's no end to it. I could jump. Oh, there is an end. It's way over there, though. It's really, really far. But it's still, of course, smaller than I think the old world size. Like on Pocket Edition, for example. Back when it was called Pocket Edition, there's this world size you can do old. Oh, that's turned too quickly. And basically, the world size would be limited. It's kind of like a little snippet of an infinite world. And so if you were to convert it to infinite, it would be like it was never there. The camera turned, didn't it? Anyway, so yeah, if you converted it to infinite, basically it would be as if you never converted it at all. But yeah, just keep falling forever. I don't think it exits you out of the game after a while, or it resets you back onto that world. I think it just you fall forever. But yeah, it's kind of like similar to the old world type from Pocket Edition, limited world size. But yeah, you just keep falling forever. I don't know what the render distance is exactly because it's not disappearing. Yeah, my computer's kind of yelling right now, I think because the frame rate is probably out of control. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to a different version. And what version I want to use, let's go to Old Alpha 1.0, if that's, yeah, this is the closest I can go. All right, let's go to Old Alpha 1.0.4. So we'll see how stable this version is. All right, let's full screen this. That's pretty big. I don't think I can do F11 and make it. Oh, yep, I can. All right, options. I don't know. I don't think I can make this smaller, can I? FPS on. Controls, yeah. So there's inventory. That's amazing. Music is on. I'm gonna turn that off. Sound on, but I don't hear anything. All right, so I clearly already did some worlds and some previous things. I'm just gonna delete the fifth one. All right, now let's load a completely new world. Something is happening. I can't move. Oof, that's tough. Yep, it crashed. That's fantastic. Okay, my recording seems to be fine. Yeah. So that's not the version I should go to. Let's go to Old Alpha 1.2. Let's see if that works. Alright, this is old alpha 1.2. Yeah, you could totally tell the difference there. Now there is sound. I'm going to turn the music down probably to 5%. Limit frame rate. Let's turn that on because I don't want it to be like hundreds of frames per second. Like that. And sensitivity. I might change that later because so 8 years ago it was pretty sensitive. I think this is fine. So I'm going to delete the fifth world again and then start a completely new one. Let's see if it crashes this time. Nope, I'm moving around. This is pretty sensitive for me, so I'm going to change it back. I think I'm going to do 50%. Let's see. Yeah, that seems okay. No, I think I'm going to do 60. Let's do 60. All right, that's a little bit better. So I cannot sprint. I'm double pressing W. So let's see what the inventory looked like. Yeah, not much. I have nothing and the usual 4 crafting into this, my armor. So yeah, it's pretty plain, but you know, it hasn't changed that much since then, I suppose. So instead of pressing E, I'm pressing I. So it looks like I spawned on a beach, sort of. Yeah, so that's probably the open ocean over there. This looks like it's like a bay area of something. So there's a snowy biome, some ice. I'm not sure why the ice spawned way over here, unless it's still part of the snowy biome, but I think this might be the plains biome. I think. No, it's still, okay, it's still the snowy biome, so it's not completely covered in snow everywhere. F3, okay, I have to hold F3. So 140 frames per second, which is only about 20-ish frames per second away from what my monitor can do at 4K. And yeah, not much not much. I wanted to see what biome I'm in, but it's a little bit too early for that. So there's some iron. So the blocks sound different. They look much different than they did even 8 years ago. Basically what the textures looked like on the newest version at the time in 2016. I think it was like 1.10 or something when I recorded. The blocks more or less look kind of the same back then, but now they look completely different since that. Which update was that? What they changed the textures. But yeah, it's completely different from that. That's the gravel, grass. The sand I know sounds the same when you're breaking it, but as soon as it breaks, it sounds different. Yeah, see, it sounds like dirt when you just completely broken it off. And the grass sounds like that. Dirt sounds a little bit different. But, you know, it's like you can recognize some similarities between this version and the most current version, and you can tell, oh, this sound's been totally updated. So now it's completely different. The pig sounds basically the same. No different. Even 8 years ago, still sound the same. Yeah, it's taking a while to kill this thing. There we go. So now I got one little pork chop. It doesn't tell you what it is, but of course we know it's pork chop. Can't eat. Oh, you can eat it. So I thought you couldn't eat it since your hearts are not empty per se. But so look at this cow here. He sounds way different. You can't jump. It's kind of useless. There we go. Only leather. Okay. So no beef. No beef whatsoever. Just leather. It's fantastic. So this is a dandelion right here. Of course, if you go to inventory, it won't tell you. But that's a dandelion. At least I think it should be called dandelion in this version. And the wood sounds different. Let's see if I can craft a crafting table. So here's this log right here. And I think I have to place it, yeah, to place it individually. And there we go. Here's a crafting table. Just like that. So that's kind of weird. Like you break the leaves and it's like black and white. It's kind of gray. So that's a little interesting. Sounds like carpet breaking. I forget what it sounds like now, but I don't think it's that. There's some that could be a poppy. Because I know poppies were in Minecraft for a while, then they were gone. So that could be a poppy, or it's What's the alternative to that? But, yep. What I figured, punches sheep, gives you wool. So I can craft a bed right now. Although you don't sleep until, I think, beta 1.3, I think. So this is alpha. You can't sleep until beta 1.3. So that's still a lot of updates later. But a lot of people prefer it that way. You know, it's like it gives you a challenge. You know, fighting monsters at night and all that great stuff. But the sound of this cowl reminds me of Pocket Edition 0.11 and before. That's what it sounds like. Also, the water sounds different as well. Looks different. Everything's just different. And I think I could change my render distance. Yep, by pressing F. This is, I think, the lowest. It's foggy. I think that's what they called it, just to make it easier. But it's really just render distance. And it's really low right now. So I imagine my frame rate's probably not that crazy since I limited it. It's 167, 172, so forth and so on. And then if I make it really far, I think it should be less than that on average. Yeah, 150, 46, 45, 47, so on and so forth. Yeah. So, yeah, there's stone, sand, water, dirt, iron, more iron. The cave gets pretty dark down here. I can barely see. I'm going to check the brightness on my monitor real quick. You won't be able to see it, I don't think. I'm going to see if it's full brightness or not. It is, okay. Oop. Actually, turn it to... Well, I don't want to be here anymore. No, I'm kidding. I'm not scared of cave sounds. But, yeah, so it's on full brightness. But I'm not sure how well you guys can see it. But I think I am done with this version. So now we're going to switch to a completely different version. So we'll see what that version is going to be. Alright guys, so based off what you're looking at, can you tell what Minecraft update this is? Or what version it is? So right now in the comment section, please guess what version I'm on right now. So I know it says it on the top left corner, however you guys can't see that. So my face cam's in the way. So I'm going to reveal the version in this world. So this is, I think, Minecraft Alpha. No, Minecraft Beta 1.7.3. So 1.7.3. So seed for this will be the Sonon. Create new world. And this is where I am. So now the inventory is back to E. I can still change my render distance. What's my frame rate? Okay, so it's still unlimited, which is good. On limited, not unlimited. So press E. Achievement got. Taking inventory. Fantastic. So the inventory still looks the same as beta or whatever for alpha. I forget what version I was just in. That's so VSync for me, it's not there. So I can see it's choppy. But oh. I wonder if I can like limit the frame rate real quick. Video settings, performance. Let's put it on power saver because I'm recording. So ooh, the frame rate's 39 frames per second. So you guys have to deal with that. I just don't want the game to crash and go, oh, you're using too much power. So that's happened before. When I was playing on this, and I couldn't limit my frame rate to like, I don't know, 120 or whatever I wanted. VSync per se. So you can also see that shadows are kind of a thing. They call it like soft, I believe. So yeah, it's looking a little bit more like a modern day Minecraft, but not quite there. The grass is a bit more vibrant, and the world blending, the biome blending is not quite there. You can see the grass in the distance is kind of darker green, then it goes to lighter green like instantly. So the biome blend is not quite there. But let's see. So there's no jumping and hitting just yet. I got 2 leather. I don't know if beef is in the game yet. Not too familiar. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, just based off how many cows I'm killing so far. So yeah, I only got 4 leather. That should give me some leather boots here. So the wood still sounds the same as the previous version I played. I think punching the sheep should give me the wool still. No, it does not anymore. They changed it. There we go, only 1. The cat. Okay, let's see the sound of Steve. Yeah, that's pretty old. The water's old too. It still looks the same as the previous version. These are chicken. Sounds the same, looks the same. No, it looks different actually than it does, but it still sounds the same. Really foggy. Looks like you're in the coast right now, at least in the west anyway. Like during the mornings or whatever. And then, oh, this is even more foggy. I didn't realize there was another option for that. So you can't see much. It looks like as if you're about to see Herobrine. You might not, who knows. I wonder if you could actually see Herobrine. That could be possible. Herobrine, where are you? I can't make a spawn for you with netherrack and gold and torches. Unfortunately not. So there's a squid here. Doesn't make noise. Not like it does anyway. In these days. Full render distance, the maximum you can do back in the day. It's not very much. Yeah, you know, this is it really. There's the sun. The sky looks almost the same as it does in the modern version, 1.21. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, not much to do really. I mean, I could, but it would take forever to do, like get a shelter or spend the night, blah blah blah. Not trying to do that in every version I have. All right. Fantastic. So I'm going to switch to a different version. I think I'm going to go all the way to release 1.0. I know that had an issue before, so if it's not that, then it's going to be a version that's pretty close to the official release. I might just do beta 1.8.9 just right before the full release of 1.0, but we'll see. I pressed the wrong button actually. Okay, so I'm in Minecraft full release 1.0.0. I wonder if I can change the size of this just yet. Yes, I can. I'm not going to do that small. Let's see. Let's do... No. Alright, let's just stick with auto for now. Make the brightness all the way up. Performance, leave on power saver for now. Smooth lighting, that's what I was talking about in the 1.7 beta update. Smooth lighting was on. I think that's it, really. Alright. Now let's create an entirely new world. I'm going to call it 1.0.0. Go to creative. That was a big deal back in 1.8.9, the beta anyway. So I'm going to do the sun on. It probably might be the same world as the previous one. So, okay, so there's no issues. Alright. Yeah, no issues. Perfect. So, yeah. Creative is here. I can fly, I can place blocks, but I think I can hit mobs from far away. Maybe not that far away. Unless I think that was 1.8.9 beta. Alright, sensitivity is too high for me, so I'm gonna... Ooh, 60, that's weird. This is a little bit better. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with 30 for now. So, I can smell food now. I think Mom's making dinner. Alright, so I can place blocks, break it. Here's what the inventory looked like. Not inventory, but your creative menu. It's kind of a mess. You can't search for anything. There's no categories. It's just find it. Just give you a whole like entire thing. Go, okay, good luck finding what you want. So here are the classic blocks that used to look like what they used to look like. The tools before netherite. Armor, that is leather. It looks like clay. I always thought like it could be clay, but it's not. It's leather. There's chain, diamond, gold, enchanted golden apple, or they call it the god apple. All these things. There's no enchanted things yet except for this, but they call it a golden apple back then, I guess. There's pistons. I'm gonna try that out with some redstone. Let's see if it'll work. Oh, it works. All right. Now I'm gonna try pushing a block. All right, it works. Cool. Redstone works in this version. Also, the sprint is different. I can't sprint while I'm flying, but I can sprint before it, and it seems to work. But it's completely different. I know I can hit. I think that was 1.8. That, yeah. I think it was 1.8.9. I can hit mobs really far. But I might switch back to that version real quick to show you. Then I'll move on to a different version besides this one. But yeah, this is what it looked like back in the day. Minecraft full release 1.0.0. I don't know if any of you remember this version being brand new. I don't, because I didn't play Minecraft yet. But I didn't play Minecraft until 2015, around I think April or something around there. But I didn't start playing Java until 2016 in April, actually. On my 12th birthday, I got a computer. But yeah, Pocket Edition was my thing up until that point, and I still did play that version. Let's see, I think the version of Pocket Edition was 0.9 point something when I got it for the first time. But yeah, look at that. It's a torch. Boom, just like that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and switch to beta 1.8.9 and show you hitting mobs from very far away. So guys, I ended up being wrong. It was beta 1.8.1, not 1.8.9. So I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick the fact that you can hit mobs from very far away. So here I am. I'm doing a random seed. So here's a chicken over there. Boom, look at that. There's a squid. Hit the squid. Hit that squid. So yeah, my hit bar, it's not unlimited. It's just very far away. I think they were just testing something before the full release, but they seem to have fixed it. But I think this is the update that they added the creative menu, creative mode, and changed a whole lot of things. Yeah. This is what it looked like back then. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the far away hitting. They don't even know what hit them. Hit them, I suppose. See, I can't hit that pig, right? Nah, it's too far. Hit them from there. Yeah, so now I'm going to switch to a different version. I'm not sure which one yet. I think 1 point something. So I'll check back with that version. Okay, so this is Minecraft 1.5.2. So I'm thinking maybe I can try to change the GUI skill. So that's a little bit. I just wanted it bigger so you guys on phones or smaller devices can see it easier. So I don't want it too big. So now VSync is on. So let's see, multiplayer settings, but I'm not going there. Let's do like balance now that I have VSync. So now I'm going to do what version was it? 1.5.2. Let's do creative. Let's see. Let's do the sun on again. See if the world's the same. I could do large biome, super flat. Let's just do default for now and create the new world. All right, so now it's a lot smoother for me. And, oh, wow. It looks, ooh, wow. This looks very, very close to how it looks today. Wow. How old is this version? Actually, I don't know when this version came out, but a long time ago for sure. So let's see what F3 brings me. So I'm at 106 frames per second. Lots of chunk updates. Yeah, that's about it. Doesn't tell me what biome I'm in, but I should be in forest. Good old forest biome. So I still can't sprint on either key. Let me see if I can just look for it on the key biomes if they have it yet. Controls. I don't think they have it yet. Nope. No. All right. I could do a command, so I could do help. So let's do, I think back then they could give Sonon 2004. Let's do 12. Sand. Okay. So that's what it was. Sand. That's fantastic. Then give the Sonon 2004. Not that. 2004. Let's do, I don't know, 204. Nope, that does not exist. So give, I think I just press tab, right? Yep. Let's do 52. All right, mob spawner. Cool. So commands were a thing back then. I don't know exactly what version they were added, but in 1.5.2, commands were a thing. My sensitivity is a little bit high, but I can leave it. So there's a little forest, snowy biome, snowy forest. I believe that wood should be spruce, I think. Yeah, spruce. There's some snow. It sounds the same as modern, I think. There's some sheep over there. Gray sheep, black sheep, brown, white. No pink sheep, of course, because they're pretty rare. But yeah, and let's see what the inventory looks like. Or not the inventory, the creative menu. So, yep, it's a lot more neat. The blocks still looked pretty old, but they don't really change that until much later. Or they kind of retexture it a little bit just for better lighting, I guess. But there's some building, decoration, redstone, transportation, miscellaneous, foodstuffs, tools, combat, brewing, and materials. And of course, your survival inventory, which you cannot craft. I don't think you can craft now, I don't think, in creative menu. But yeah, you can search, so you can do wood. There's all the wood stuff. Stone. There's the stone stuff. Sandstone, glowstone, redstone, lamp, redstone. Everything with stone in it. And yeah, so grass. If you want grass, there we go. Tall grass and regular grass, the grass block. But yeah, it looks still pretty old. I can't press F anymore for fog, or the change render distance that way. So I think I would have to do that with... there's no very far, is there? Nope. So that's still as far as you can go. Yeah, that's about it. I don't think there's... No, the OK biome is way new. That's not a thing yet. So, the lighting kind of changed as soon as I went into it. So that's pretty interesting. But it's cool how very, very, very close it looks to modern day. If they didn't change the textures back a couple years ago, honestly, you wouldn't really be able to tell what version this is, except for probably the lighting a little bit. Like, I think the future versions, they look a little bit darker, sort of. And this the lighting's a bit smoother. But other than that, you probably... I don't know what version that is. You know, I wouldn't be able to tell. But yeah, this is 1.5.2. I think I'm going to do a couple more versions and then end the video. But yeah, it's getting a lot more modern. There's the ocean. The water, I think, what does it sound like now? That sounds just like how it does now. So it's no longer old, but it still looks old. I think it looks a little bit different than it did a couple versions ago. But it still doesn't look like how it would be today. That's probably not going to change for a while. What do the cows sound like? Just like how they do today. Alright, so now guys, I'm going to meet you guys in a newer version. Alright guys, so this is my first version I've ever played on Java. I'm going to turn down the music. And yeah, this is my first version I've ever played on a computer all by myself. So VSync is on. Everything is kind of similar to how it was before. I wanted to change the scale of it, maybe. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it on auto. Alright, so now I'm going to do 1.9.2, the world, and see if the seed for Sonon is going to be the same as the previous version, 1.5.2. So, yeah, this is the first version I've ever played. when I got my laptop for my birthday. This was the version that was the newest at the time. And it looks very similar to 1.5.2, except I don't remember the sponge being there. It might have, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is, it's got to be pretty nostalgic for me. It pretty much looks the same as 1.5.2. I don't see any difference, honestly. F3 brought you more, I think, details. So you can see my specs right there. But I'm in the biome Taiga Hills, or Taiga Hills, not Taiga. Taiga Hills. My coordinates are on the screen. My frame rate's 120 to be expected. It's VSync. Then I can also customly change the render distance. I'm not going to change it to 30 because that would not be too good for my computer recording anyway. Yeah, and I think you can sprint. Yep, you can sprint while you fly. Here's a cave here. There's a waterfall. Yeah, it looks very, very, very like the modern version, just without the texture changes. Biome blending, you can kind of tell there's some biome blending here, although it's not very strong. I'm not sure if I could change that yet. I don't think so. No. So I think that's for the future. So you can make it blend a bit better, but I think they kind of started to do that a little bit more. Yeah, this is the first version I've ever played Java. The newest one, really. So yeah, it's a little bit different, but not too different. Yeah. Sounds kind of the same. It's just the textures are different. There's the classic diamond. This is crazy. Look at that. Look at that. It's so old. This is the diamond block that I grew up with, really. Not the one that we have today. There's the old lapis block. Yikes. What else? The old gold texture block. I don't know where that's at, but I can search it. There we go. Yeah, that's the gold I remember. That's the gold I remember. And the lapis block I remember from all those years ago. But yeah, look at that. Sky looks pretty much the same as a lot of other versions before this. And the water, it's before the swimming update. I forget what that's called. I think it's the aquatic update. That changed that you can swim, but you can't do that yet. There's not a whole lot of life in the ocean, the river, but the ocean as well. Yeah, and there's the swamp. I think they also changed up the swamp, if I remember a little bit. So this is the OG swamp, more or less, the OG original. The grass is very dark, swampy. And of course, you can't miss the steep lake it had. Only a few blocks at most. But yeah, it's never really that deep. Usually it would be 1, 2, maybe 3, but mostly 2 to 1. With some deep areas here and there. Yeah, I don't think there's a witch's hut in this version. Or, I mean there is, but I don't see it anywhere. I don't think I'll find it. Yeah, it's not anywhere to be found. There's a whole group of pigs over here. Wow. Imagine finding this in your survival. Like, oh my god, there's so much food. But in creative, right? Oh, cool, pigs. You know, because you don't need to eat. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There's a lava lake, some water spots here and there. Those who are speedrunners could really use this. About, I think right here would be good. But, yeah. So now I think I'm going to switch to the newest version of Minecraft right now. And kind of have a feel for this version compared to the newest version. So the first version I've ever played, the newest version I ever played back in 2016 when I got my laptop versus the most current now with this computer. So it's like a lot smoother, of course. Which is, you know, I don't remember what it was like to play on that computer, honestly. I know it was laggy a few times, but I don't think it was that bad. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and switch to the newest version, 1.21. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I'm in the newest version, 1.21. I'm going to change the scale real quick here. So it's not as huge. Let's see. I usually do 4, but I'm going to do 5 for you guys. So on your smaller screens, if you're watching on smaller screens, a little bit bigger, a little bit easier to see. So now I'm going to create a new world just for this video. I'll get rid of all the worlds after, otherwise it's not completely clogged. So 1.21.0. Do creative. Let's do the seed as the Sonon, as we've been doing for this whole video. And yeah, so here's the generation right here. There's a loading screen. And yeah, my sensitivity is a little bit low. I'm going to change that back to, I should know where it's at. I think it's on controls. Mouse settings, there we go. Let's change to, I think I usually have it at 100, I believe. There we go. All right, my render distance, that's good right there. Yeah, I spawned actually very close to a cherry biome. That's pretty cool. That hasn't happened to me, I don't think, just yet, but you guys have witnessed it firsthand. I usually like to have the control, the sprint to be on R. So I think it's somewhere around here. Let's see. Sprint right here. All right, here we go. And yeah, this is what the version looks like. The biome blend, you can tell it looks not that much different, but I can change that to, let's do maximum. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. You can kind of tell, but it just blends a lot better. The ocean definitely blends a lot better. And if I were to do the lowest, so off, yeah, it looks like it. Look at that, that's crazy. You can tell exactly when a biome ends. So right now I'm in a savanna, then it goes to plain, savanna, plain, savanna, plain, savanna, plain, savanna, plain, savanna, so forth, so on. And then I think this biome right here should be, it still should be savanna, right? Yeah, then as soon as I go to that light one, it should say lukewarm ocean. And it goes like that. So you can definitely tell exactly when a biome ends, but if you do, let's just do like 9 by 9. I normally do, sorry guys. I normally do 5 by 5, the normal, but just to showcase the biome blend, here it is. But yeah, I think the music might be, yeah, it still sounds loud for 5%. Yeah, 1.21 looks a lot different than 1.9. The textures I've been talking about, it's different. Here's the difference. There's that difference. This is the creative menu. It's divided a little bit differently. So there's building blocks, color blocks, natural blocks, functional blocks, redstone blocks, saved hotbars, search items, tools and utilities, combat, food and drinks, ingredients, and spawn eggs. It's definitely a lot different than it was 8 years ago, back when 1.9 was the newest version I played for the first time. Then there's more life to the oceans. There's some seaweed, or kelp it's actually called. The ground is sand. I think usually it would be gravel back then. Then there's, I think this is actually a poppy, right? Yeah. So that was the alternative I was thinking about with the rose. There's a poppy. There's a dandelion right here. Of course, some short grass. Yeah, this is modern day compared to all the other versions. 1.9.2 versus 1.21. That's just for me. So you guys can let me know in the comment section below what version you started on, whether it is Minecraft Bedrock Pocket Edition, or Java, or even my mouse is, oh, there we go, or whatever version. It could be, you know, on a console like Xbox, PlayStation, or anything else. You can let me know what your first version was on your first Minecraft ever gameplay. But for me, on Java, it would be 1.9.2. And then Pocket Edition would be 0.9 point something. I don't remember exactly what it was. PlayStation, I don't know what version that was. But I got that in 2000. I forget when I got that, actually. I could have sworn I got it for Christmas, but I don't know. Either way, so you guys enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all these amazing things. Hopefully I'll get back to Minecraft Survival Series pretty soon. But yeah, if you guys can share the video as well, I'll greatly appreciate that. And thank you for watching for over half an hour. I know the video is that long, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Have a nice day.